people were like, what are we? Like, are we friends? Do we work together? Are we business partners? Are we dating?
So the loser has to buy dinner
Mm-hmm.
or lunch or our next meal.
Come enjoy the life, baby, take a ride. I just wanna find you.
Hello and
Okay.
welcome to Within with myself, Denise Steinbank, and my co-host.
Sishem Kize. As you guys can see, today's a little bit different. We're staying home, we're staying safe, but we plan to bring you great content. So, what we heard, the feedback from the past couple of weeks is that we haven't quite spilled the tea enough on who we are. So, people still have questions, you're still a little bit curious about who we are, how we met, those kinds of things. The aim of today's episode is to actually spill the tea a little bit and also just to see how well we know each other,
Yeah.
right? We're going to play a game today, and I'm going to ask Denise a question about myself. She's going to answer it. We'll see if she gets it right or wrong. And then if she's wrong, I'll just give the right answer and vice versa. So it should be fun.
Yep. Okay, so let's get into these questions. But we do have a little bit
Let's get right into it.
before you start, we do have a twist to make it a little bit interesting. So the loser has to buy dinner
Mhm.
or lunch or our next meal. It's on me or you.
It's on you, babes. So the winner is the person who gets the most answers right. So the person who gets the least answers right gets the bill next time we go out.
All right, let's get into
Fun times.
questions.
Do you want to go first?
You can go first. I'm already nervous. I'm like,
Okay. I'm nervous too, but I'll go first. Okay. So Denise, where did I grow up? That's a tricky one.
okay, I think I can get this one actually. I know that you grew
Okay.
up in a lot of places, right?
Right.
Is it okay? There's Marion Ridge. I know you stayed there for a little while, but you stayed there.
Yeah.
Like I think that side.
So close. So close.
Okay, that area at Kasand, actually. Okay, scratch that, Kasand.
Also close.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mention where you live now because shady. And then yeah,
Okay.
you lived in a couple of places. That's the places I can remember right now. But yeah, okay.
So I'll give you half a mark for that, friend. So I have lived in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Ngaqale ngahlala in Hammersdale.
Hammersdale.
Then but I was like a baby. So yeah. And then I lived in Marion Ridge. After Marion Ridge, I lived in New Germany.
Yeah.
After New Germany, I lived in Bel. And after Bel, I lived in Sanya. And after we moved from Sanya, we moved to where I live now.
Okay, I didn't know about
That's where I've lived.
and I think
Yeah, it's been a lot.
but okay, made some notes.
Oh, the place I didn't count, the one you were talking about, is Senakin.
That's the same
So
thing.
it's close to that area, Kundingi. It's not the same thing. It's really not the same thing.
In between.
Okay, so now I have to say, literally in between the two areas that you said. Okay, so now I have to say where you grew up,
Yeah.
right? So, funny enough, you grew up in Marion Ridge, but we didn't know each other. So I think you lived in Marion Ridge like most of your childhood, and then you moved to where you live now.
Ding ding ding. Okay, no, that
That was easy though.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
let's make it a little bit easy, just to get it on. So are you
Okay.
a firstborn, middleborn, or lastborn? Which in the order of birth? Where do I lie?
Okay. So you're definitely in the middle,
Mhm.
and you have two older siblings.
Yeah.
So your older sister, your older brother, then it's you, and then you have two younger siblings, your younger sisters. Am I right?
Extra point.
Yeah.
You. Perfect answer. Okay, well, it's also easy for you. I mean, you're
Yeah.
firstborn, the leader, and then it's
Ding,
just
ding, ding.
that was easy. We both got it. Okay, so we're sitting on 2 and 1.5. All right. Okay, let's
Yes,
see.
that's how it sits at the moment. Okay, so what is my secret talent? The multi-talented.
Okay. Okay, what does secret mean?
Secrets is like relative, but okay, let's see what you say.
Okay. So I think that people would know because I've mentioned it before that you're a poet. I think that doesn't count. Um,
Mm,
that would have been, I
mm.
guess, okay, preaching. That is, you are, I don't know if it's a talent, but it's a gift.
Sure.
Yeah, that's that's what I can think of.
I kind of knew you'd say that. Okay, let's put that one as a right answer, and that's that on that.
Okay,
You
I'm really curious.
your secret talent. I feel like everybody knows you can sing.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone knows you can sing, so that wouldn't be a secret one. Um, you are really good at like organizing dates. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're like, I think it's also because you hate eating dates, which everybody defaults to,
Yeah.
and then you think of like horseback riding, you know. So I would say that's a secret talent of yours.
Okay. I'll give it to you because I love, and you don't know
Yeah.
either. Okay, so
Huh?
you're in the lead for now.
Multitasking.
Okay. Okay. So this one is difficult. But what is um my nickname, my childhood nickname?
That is difficult.
Yeah.
I want to say Nisi,
It's not a
not Nisi. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. So I know that you didn't go by Denise when you were younger. Ne?
No, that's not a nickname.
Am I dreaming? Okay. No, I don't know it then. I don't know.
Um, yeah, no. So Nisi was just it just came up, and people like when I was older, I think in university or something. So it definitely wasn't
Mm.
the thing that people called me. So my nickname actually, yeah, you wouldn't know this because I don't think I would tell people what my nickname was, but it was Pumpkin.
Oh, I love that.
My grandpa came up with nicknames for all of us, and mine was Pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
And it's a funny story because I actually used to be scared of um, Pumpkin Patch. I don't know if you know it. It used to play on TV. The thing called
Yeah, punch. Yeah.
So I just didn't like it, and I'd literally run into the room if it played. And so I think that's where it comes from, but literally only
Okay.
few people would know that. All right, so your nickname, you didn't have one. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go.
Ding, ding, ding. And officially, you're in the lead. I definitely didn't have a nickname growing up. Like, my dad sometimes calls me Umsihles when, like, I don't know. Angazi kusuke kwenzenjani. And I had an uncle who used to call me Umbozi, which I didn't like. But like, I didn't have a nickname that everyone called me. No.
Alrighty. Okay. Your girl is in the league. So I'm breathing.
Yeah, okay. So, huh?
I'm breathing easier now because I'm in the lead.
No, like, kusazoshintsha, khululeka. What did I want to be when I grew up? When I was a kid, what did I want to be when I was older?
One. You wanted to be a vet.
That's true. I was with the animals, guys. I definitely wanted to be a vet when I was a child.
What animals?
Okay, what did you want to be? What animals do I like?
Yeah, is it like all animals or?
I can't think of an animal. I can't think of an animal that I don't like.
Oh.
I literally love all animals. But right now I'm really obsessed with cows. And I don't even know what it is. I just feel a deep spiritual connection to them. We also recently got a dog. I used to always have dogs when I was younger, and my dad would take me to the SPCA and we'd like watch dog shows together. Like, and I knew the different types of dogs. Like, I was super fascinated with everything. And then I got my son a dog recently for his last birthday, and I was nervous about it because I haven't had an animal in so long, but it's been really fun actually.
Nice. All right. So, what did I want to be?
Yeah.
Younger.
When you were younger, you wanted to be a pilot.
I said that. Okay.
Yes.
I'm so convinced.
And I listened.
No. Okay. All right. Okay. Next question is, what was your favorite birthday or your favorite age?
Your favorite birthday or your favorite age?
My favorite birthday or age. Do I know?
So tricky. Your favorite birthday. I'm trying to sound confident, like, maybe the knowledge will just come. Your favorite birthday was, sheesh, I'm really just guessing here. 21, because you had a really cool party where you had like your family there and it was great and they did the speeches, and then afterwards it was like the friends and it was like a proper like inquiry vibes. So I'm gonna guess 21 has been your favorite birthday this far.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. My favorite birthday was actually, like, you wouldn't know this. I actually just did a speech on this on Thursday. It was actually my 11th birthday, because that was my first birthday, like big birthday that I remember. And yeah, I had like a whole lot of gifts, and it was a surprise. I didn't know. Yeah. So, and it was like, yeah, it was just a lot of like, it was the biggest that I could remember from childhood. But second would definitely be my 21st. So you can get a full mark for that. Because I mean, there's no.
I feel like that's like a half a mark.
I'm being generous. All right, no, You can get
You really are being generous here.
a half because
Oh, that's cool. I love surprise parties for you. I feel like you are the girl of surprise. Like you would love surprise parties.
definitely. I loved it. I had no idea. So it was kind
Yeah.
of like amazing. So yeah, I remember that very distinctly. And I had like a lot of gifts, as opposed to just like cake and whatnot. Alright, so what was your favorite? Okay, can I answer either or age or birthday? Is it both?
Yeah, you can answer either or. You can answer either or.
Okay, your favorite age?
I don't know how that helps.
That doesn't. Your favorite age? The age when 22. This is like literally me going on a limb. I would say 22.
Tell me why.
Yeah, it just was a year when 22, 23
Okay, chum.
age. I think,
Mm-hmm.
okay, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, mm-mm. I'm done. No, guys, that was a
I
good.
feel like those were some of the ghettoest years of my life, actually. No, those definitely weren't my favorite age. And actually, I think my favorite age is 30, even though I'm not there yet, but like I can see it. And 30 is my favorite age.
How?
I said it.
What's your favorite age? And you haven't said it.
I can see it, friend. Like it's looking luscious, it's looking soft, it's looking like my wildest dreams. Yeah, I don't have an age that I've been that feels like my favorite age, actually. If anything, it would be the age I am now. I just feel so content, so grown, so,
I was tempted
like things are going to be okay.
to actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should have.
Yeah.
So, are we tied now?
Are we
Because
tied?
I got half a point for this one.
You're
I think we're tied.
a half away from. Are you not a half away from me? I think. I think with the half singaba,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay, now it gets tricky.
Mm-hmm.
What are Wait, am I asking or are you asking?
Yeah.
Okay. What are three things that I believe in?
Mm-hmm. In life.
Top three in life.
Alright. God, yourself,
Definitely.
love. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's my top three. I think that actually, I wouldn't say that a few years ago. I definitely wouldn't say that. But today,
Hmm.
I would say that that's your top three.
Hmm. Interesting. We'll talk about why the shift.
Oh,
Okay, so God is definitely it.
yeah.
God is definitely it.
Mm.
Um, with regards to myself, I wouldn't put myself in the top three. I definitely believe in myself a lot more than I used to, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't put me in the top three because a lot of the times I feel like a vessel being used by God. Like I believe in God in me and what God is doing through me. So
Yeah.
I would say that I believe in God. I believe in vision and purpose.
Mm.
So, you know, when you have a vision, when you are working towards your purpose, like those things will prevail.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I would say Black women.
Nice.
Honestly, just magical.
Mm.
I actually realized the other day that since the day I started writing poetry, I've been writing about Black women. I love Black women. Like, they're just the bomb. And I just think they're so powerful and magical and like everything. So those are my top three.
Okay, God, vision, and Black woman.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Nice. Okay, no, I'll give you that. That's definitely, it sounds that's it. So
like a third, Sissy.
At least.
Okay, I'll give you half. I'll give you half because I mean I am a Black woman. True. So let's give you half. Okay, so what are the top three things that you believe in? God definitely is number one. I would say family. Yeah. And lastly, okay, this like I'm in two minds, but let me go with just putting your head down and working. Yeah. You know, so like you have this big dream and it seems like it's out of this world and you don't want to focus on how big it is and you know how many resources you need, and you're just like put your head down and grind and then look up, oh, I'm so much closer to it. So I'd say that you believe in God, family, and putting in that work.
Okay. Okay. The first two, definitely, I do believe in family, and family for me is not just like the people in my home. My friends are an extension of family for me, and I think that with friendships as well, I look to friends that feel like family. So it's a community outside of family that's like actual family. So I definitely believe in having in family and structure and having that community and sense of that. So top two, you got it. But hard work, I don't work. I'm trying to phrase this. I don't work. You had it though. I mean, I think I'll give it to you because I definitely do not work hard, but I definitely believe in whatever God puts inside me, like the things that I think of, everything that every thought that I have, I do believe that it'll come to pass, because why would I have it? And then, okay, yeah, I'll just. So I'll give it to you, like you explained well. But hard work, Cece, no. I'm trying to live softly.
I think that's wild to me. Okay, I get that you don't believe in hard work, but you are literally one of the hardest working people that I know. So I think it's wild that you said that you don't work. Like, if you just look at the past week that you've had, I mean.
Yeah.
But moving on swiftly.
Let's move on swiftly. Okay, so an interesting one. What was my first impression of you? What do you think?
Your first impression of me when we first met. So we first met. I had just moved to Korea. You had been in Korea a few months, like quite a few months. And you actually came to my place with a couple of girls, and you guys brought me like groceries, and I was so grateful because I'd been to the store and I didn't understand what anything was, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I buy? So you guys just came through with the essentials. Yeah. So I think that your first impression of me, oh my goodness. Because also I was just so out of my element. Yeah. I was just I was like, where am I? What is going on? So I think maybe your first, like, I think your first impression of me was, I think you were just like, let us help this lamb of God. Like, she needs our help. I don't think you made any conclusions about the kind of person that I was, just because you had been there and you know how strange of an experience it is to be in a foreign country suddenly and, having to catch your breath. So I'm gonna guess that you didn't draw any conclusions the first time you met me.
All right. Okay. Unfortunately, that wasn't. That was not my first impression. Literally, yeah, that was
Okay.
not my first impression. I actually thought, wow, you're like really spiritual. I thought you're very Christian. I don't know if that's a thing you can say, but I really thought that. I remember like when we got
Okay.
because I thought I'd go by myself, but then I was like, maybe I'll get lost, you know. So then I asked a couple of the other young ladies to come through, and then we all went. And yeah, we just bought like some basics, blah blah blah. And it wasn't like a plan. Literally, I was just gonna go and say hi. But then the girls came through, and I was like, oh, since we're going past the shop, let's just buy, some basics. Because I mean, you probably don't have stuff yet. So
So,
my first impression was literally like, oh my gosh, you're very, because actually, like the things you'd say was just like you were praying, and then you had like candles out, and then like, yeah, and you were watching the sermon about this. So it was like, oh, and you asked about a church. Like that was one of your first questions, like where the church at. And then we told you that scary story.
sure.
So yeah, so my
Yeah.
question really was like, this girl is within Jesus' tribe. Yeah.
Sure. I find that so interesting because literally I was not within back then like I'm within now. I was just starting out in my relationship with God. So that's so interesting. But now, as you're talking about it, I actually remember some of the conversations we had. We like literally chilled on the bed. I remember Katz was there. I think my Gutlo was there. And we just had like a nice little chat.
Yeah. That was the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very we because even Kat and Makutlo, it was me and Baby who were gonna come through, and Kat and Makutlo, we just also knew them for like a month. Well, I only knew them for like a month or so. So it was,
Oh, Baby was also there.
yeah. So we were just like, oh, let's just all go and say hi. And it was just, yeah, it was nice. It was nice, but also that literally was what I thought.
So interesting. I had no idea. Okay. So what do you think my first impression of you was?
Uh, I'm gonna draw from what you said earlier, but I guess you thought. Oh, I guess I thought. What am I saying? What I thought about you. No, what you thought about me.
No. Yes.
Okay, I think he thought, oh wow, why are they so nice?
Sure.
Oh, people like this, yeah, I mean, I think you thought we were probably
Yeah.
like as a group, because I mean, I didn't really come through by myself. I think as all of us, we were just kind, I guess, because of the thoughtfulness to go and get some basics that you wouldn't really know unless you know, because it was like, yeah, it was just basics that you would need at least for a week. Stuff is complicated when you can't read. So I guess kind
Girl.
of would be for friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get it?
Yeah, so I definitely thought you guys were kind. Um, I mean, okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. I thought you guys were kind, and also kind in a way that was not like airy fairy and like, oh, you're so pretty, and but
Yeah.
kind in a way that was really practical and like helpful, you know? So that was a cool experience for me. But I also, one thing that definitely stood out for you specifically is I felt like you were a leader.
Mm.
I don't know why I don't know, I still don't know how the conversation happened, but I got the sense that you led the expedition to my place, and like you were just really always like abreast of the situation. Even when it was time to leave, I think you were the one who was like, okay, girls, like we've got this and that tomorrow, so we'll definitely see you around, and we live here, we work here, this is when we'll probably see you. And you just made me feel really like, okay, like someone's got the situation under control, and like I felt really like much better. So I got the sense that you were a leader as well.
Okay, that I had no idea.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take it. Right.
I feel like you don't believe me. Receive it, sis. You're the leader.
I'm definitely just like receive. Okay, no, that's very kind. Wow. Okay. What's the last question?
Last question.
Yeah, also,
Huh?
I don't know who's winning.
We've actually lost track, but I think you're still winning.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. Okay, so the last question, interestingly enough, was based on some of the feedback. Like people were like, what are we? Like, are we friends? Do we work together? Are we business partners? Are we dating? And I thought that was hilarious and interesting. So the question is, if I was introducing you to someone who didn't know us, what would I say? So I'd be like, "Hi, oh, this is Denise, my..."
I think you would say my friend and business partner. I think.
Mm,
Yeah. I'll go with that.
okay, all right. So I definitely probably say just friend,
Yeah.
unless we were in like a business setting or like a network for work or whatever. Because I think that first and foremost you are my friend, and the business stuff comes afterwards. But yeah, we're friends and we're business partners. We own a company called Makeda Concepts together.
All right.
So would you say this is Sisha, my friend and business partner? Like we're at the mall, we bump into your childhood friend.
Please answer the question. Don't cheat.
Huh?
Do not
Okay. Would you say that? No, I think you would say this is Sisha, my friend. I think you would just say friend.
Yeah, okay, definitely true. I think it also same. It depends. Like it depends who we're meeting, um, and in what context we're
Sure.
talking about. I think that if I'm talking about something, I have said that without you being there. So I would say that if I was
Yeah.
talking about work stuff, so if you're not there, and someone is like asking me about, oh, I'd love you to do this, and then I'll probably say, oh, okay, I'll just speak to CK, who's my friend and my business partner, just so that they know that
Mm,
for me, like even if I make a decision, it will come from both of us. And yeah, even if someone's like, oh, I'd like to talk to you on a business side, on the business side of things, then I'd be like, okay, let me just speak to CJ, who's my business partner and friend, and then I'll to with the dates. So yeah, so but I would obviously not.
Yeah, business partner works much better.
Is it?
Business partner works much better because I remember at one point I was like, Denise, my partner, and people really did assume that I meant like romantic partner.
I remember he's like,
So yeah.
oh, your partner. Yeah, I mean, you have to say it, but mostly like on any like I would be like, this is my friend CK. Like if you need someone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you owe me lunch, CC.
So I think I definitely owe you lunch. And here's an excuse for us to get together soon. So let's do it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We hope that you feel like you've gotten to know us a little bit better. And we hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe if you haven't yet. We've got a notification gang. It's nice.
Yes, okay. So don't forget to also subscribe if you haven't. And we absolutely love reading the comments. So please leave those. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.